My name is Ibrahim. I come from this village. Ebola, malaria, tuberculosis, sleeping sickness, cholera, all these diseases have affected my community. This little film I am preparing with a team of researchers is to inform the people of my village about the key people and decision makers involved in clinical research.
Bonjour.
Hello, I am Amin Bangura, a young clinical researcher. Developing and testing a new vaccine, medication, or intervention takes a lot of work. You need to have the means and scientific research skills. Clinical trials, as we call such studies, involve many different actors. They fall into four main categories: sponsors, research teams, the different bodies in charge of ethical and scientific oversight, and the participants. Each of these groups brings different perspectives and plays a different role. You cannot do a clinical trial without the consent of the participants. My dear friend Sekou can tell us more. Gladly. I am a member of the research team. My job is to make sure that participants are well informed before deciding whether they want to be involved in the study. Clinical research is expensive. Before launching a clinical trial, researchers need to have the support of institutions that have the money, capacity, and ability to take legal responsibility for a study. These organizations are sponsors. Not just anyone can set up a study. There are many people at many levels responsible for deciding whether a study should or should not move forward. Key amongst these are people trained for research and the research oversight bodies. Let's hear what they have to say. I am the head of the National Scientific Research Commission. I am responsible for approving of any studies conducted in this country and making sure that they are ethical, scientifically sound, comply with good clinical practice norms, and respect the rights of participants.
I am the president of the National Health Research Ethics Committee. Our role is to make sure that any research conducted in Guinea is based in a scientifically valid plan, is relevant to our country's needs, and is carried out by individuals well trained to do this research. My team also works to ensure that researchers act with respect for scientific and ethical research principles to protect participants and uphold their rights.
Once a clinical trial is funded and approved, there are many other people involved, such as the research teams and the participants. Let's talk about the research teams first.
I am the principal investigator of the research team. As project lead, I coordinate activities of all studies while ensuring compliance and the rights of participants.
I am the principal investigator of the research team. As project lead, I coordinate the activities of all studies while ensuring compliance with norms, good clinical practice, and the rights of participants.
Good, I understand what they're saying.
As you can see, there is a lot of work and approvals needed before a study can start. But no study can proceed without the consent of potential participants like yourselves. Local authorities and associations, traditional and religious leaders, families, communities, and individuals must all be involved in decision-making. Surely, our great chief has something to say about this. Of course. As Fama, the village chief, it's my responsibility to make sure that my people are well informed, well treated by the research teams, and are not pressured to participate.
The great farmer is right. I am the president of the Women's Association in this village. If the researchers want to conduct a study here, my role is to meet with the researchers, inform myself about the proposed study, and advocate for my community. I am the head of my household. My family was invited to join a study. Every adult in the family will decide for him or herself whether or not to join. But we'll first discuss the matter together as a family.
I am a farmer and a potential participant. I was invited to participate in this study, and I feel that I understand the potential risks and benefits well. So now it's up to me to decide whether I will participate or not. Participants and their communities are at the heart of all research. I want them to have all the information they need to freely decide whether or not to join a clinical trial or study.